Hello, this is Lolly. Now, many of you know I've been playing with these popsicle sticks, and these are the 2.5-inch popsicle sticks that I got from Michael's, and they are in the Kids Craft department. They are not with the unfinished wood pieces. And I did my first video showing how I made the snowman based on the tutorial by My Serenity Crafts using a file in a Facebook group called Random Acts of Christmas Kindness. That's where the pattern came from. And then I created my own little gingerbread face guy. And then I also went on and created this really cute Santa. Now with these ones, I started off with the pin because that's what the pattern was for. And then with this one, I hung a string on it to make him an ornament. And then from there, I went on and I made more snowmen, and I added the paper clip. I also have a video, so I have one video for this, one video for this, and one for the paper clips, in which I made these jumbo paper clips. And I also made, let me find them here, these itty bitty paper clips like this. There's a paper clip on the back right there, and they are so cute. Well, I was just thinking, after that, I decided maybe, I know a lot of friends wouldn't wear a pin, but they might do a magnet on the refrigerator. So then I started gluing magnets on them, and I just had another idea. So stay tuned and we'll show you what else you can do with these. Okay, so I have these two here, and they're all prepped. Now the little holly piece that I have is a little different. It's also from Hobby Lobby. These ones are not even buttons. They're just completely flat on the back. They don't have that shank piece that needs to be removed. But they also don't have the glitter. So I might take some glossy accents and then put red glitter on it later. I'm not sure. But what I was thinking was how cute these would be at a place setting for Christmas. So I was thinking to make a napkin ring out of it. Now I have some of these, which are not very flat, but they still have these two edges here that I could glue onto the back of the snowman. Or I also thought about a toilet paper roll. This would be more flexible. I drew a line down the middle because this is a little bit bigger in diameter than these napkin rings are. And then I drew little marks at inch intervals here to make inch wide strips. What I was thinking was, like I said, sorry, this is too big around, I think, because what's going to happen is you would see it from either side of this, and I don't want that to happen. However, I can glue it to itself to make it a little smaller, and that'll be about that. So this is about maybe an inch that I'm overlapping that, and I am going to do that. And so then what I want to do to make this more sturdy, because obviously it's just paper, but to make it more sturdy and more permanent, I think I will paint it white to go with the snowman here, and then Mod Podge it. So I could either glue it on and then paint it and then Mod Podge it, or paint and Mod Podge first and then glue it on here. So I think that's what I'll do, because, you know, it would be hard to get under there to really get it painted well. So let's flip this guy back over. I hope that's all done. It's up to you whether you paint the inside or not, but okay, I think that's dry enough. Let's see what I have here. My white paint out. So this will soak in very quickly. It didn't let the glue hold long enough, I don't think, so it might come apart on me here. If it does, I'll just glue it back together again and use a binder clip. Now, for the sake of the video, I think I'm only going to put one coat on it. And you really could just use really good cardstock. You don't have to use a toilet paper tube. Since I just cut it into strips anyway, you could use good cardstock for this. And then you wouldn't have the little toilet paper tube lines on it. The other thing I thought of is you could use elastic, a loop of elastic, and glue that onto the snowman. That would also be another option. Okay, so let's get that Mod Podge out. And I will do one coat on the inside and on the outside. Let's use this one here. I want to be able to get in there really well. This will make it more waterproof if you get food on it. So look around your house and see what you have that you could glue on the back of the snowman. It doesn't have to be cardboard or cardstock or even another napkin ring. See what you can find that you can recycle and repurpose. Okay, now I'm going to put this down and let it dry the rest of the way. I want to make sure this is really dry before I glue it onto that. And the other thing I was thinking of too, possibly using maybe even, I mentioned elastic, but what about a strip of fabric or felt glued in a loop here? But it would be floppy, so it might be hard to put a napkin, a cloth napkin into it, but you know, you could put it down over your fork and your knife to be a little wrap around your silverware, and that would be adorable too. Okay, we'll come back when this is dry. So something you can do, because like for this, in this case, or if you just don't like waiting for the permanent glues to dry up, would be to use a combination of permanent glue and hot glue. I don't use hot glue much. I mean, rarely do I use hot glue. Mostly because it's not permanent, and I know there are many who love hot glue because it is so fast and so easy. But the problem is, if you go to actually use the product, if it's something that's going to be on a wall and just looked at, it's not going to be handled, then it's going to be easy for you to use the hot glue, and it won't, you know, your items won't fall apart. But if you go to use the product the project that you've just made, or if you mail it to someone in a swap, it will fall apart in the mail. And so what you can do is put your permanent glue on there, and then a dab of hot glue in a different place, not in the same place on your item, and then you can glue it to it. And then the hot glue will hold it in place while the permanent glue is setting up. So I have a hot glue charging or heating up right now, and Better Ultimate Adhesive takes a moment to set up. So what we do is I'm going to look here. Okay, we put a thin bit on, I'm going to put them both there and there where these two bumps will go, and then a thin bit here and a thin bit there, and then you wait a minute, and so this will give me time for my hot glue gun to heat up. So I will pause the video while my minute is passing. Okay, it's been a minute. So now what I'm going to do is take the hot glue, and I'm going to put that right in the middle, especially a big nice blob, because that's the part of my ring here that's kind of recessed and doesn't quite touch the wood. And by filling it with hot glue, I will make a better, flatter surface here. So that will set up pretty quickly because of the hot glue. But because I'm gluing a round surface to a flat surface, I wanted to make sure that I had a permanent hold, and that's why I used the Better Ultimate Adhesive in addition to that. Now, we're not supposed to play with these with anything that you glue with this for an hour to really make sure it's set up, but with the hot glue should hold it well enough for me. So let's get a napkin and look and try it out. Now, I think a beautiful red napkin would be wonderful with this, or a green, and wouldn't you know, I don't have either. This one's been in storage because it's a Christmas napkin. I need to get them out and press them and everything, but let's go ahead and play with it. So I'm going to kind of fan fold this, or accordion fold it, I should say. And then see if that would fit in there like that. I'm holding the ring because, like I said, I really haven't given it its time to dry like I'm supposed to. So you can do it that way, but one of the easier ways would be the thing where you do the and just put the corner of it up in there. Again, I'm holding the napkin ring, but how cute is that? Now I'm going to show you a photo of it in a place setting so you can see how cute this is. And by the way, did you know there actually is a right and wrong way to fold a napkin? So if you're just folding it in a rectangle, so when you fold it over like this, fold the left side over, and then fold the right side over. I need to get rid of my tag here. And the reason is that now on the bottom right corner, if you just pick up these two corners, it opens up and spreads on your lap with one hand. Ta-da! Okay, stay tuned and I will show you a photo of this in a place setting.